Well, we all know Gonzaga is a well-oiled machine at this point, but 30-some-odd years ago, that was just not the case. In fact, one season, Gonzaga actually had to recruit a student mid-season and get him playing Division I basketball. I met up with that former Zag. He lives in San Francisco, and he gave me one of the best Bulldog anecdotes you will ever hear.
Kennedy Pavilion.
Gino Cherkiai's jumper has aged a bit, but his story never gets old.
So it was January of 1984, and he said the coaches want to speak with you.
The '84 Zags, led by none other than John Stockton, were unraveling due to injuries. Bulldogs head coach Jay Hillock needed another body on the team, so he went to the student body for an answer.
They asked if I knew the UCLA offense flex. I said, yeah, I know that offense. And that was the end of it.
The San Francisco native went from a fan in the stands to sitting on the bench with the Bulldogs in a matter of days.
This was beyond a dream. This was beyond a fantasy.
Before there were Rem VP chants for current bench player Rem Bakamus, Cherkiai would hear thunderous roars of Gino as he quickly became a fan favorite.
I actually got in and I shot it. Didn't make it, unfortunately, but probably was a good thing because everybody there would have, who knows what would have happened to have one of them on the court.
Cherkiai actually claims he's the best free throw shooter in Gonzaga history.
But I got up there and did my usual 3-bounce routine.
The then sophomore went a whopping 2 of 2 from the charity stripe in his career, which of course is a perfect 100%.
And
his time on the team was short-lived, as this was only a half-year gig. But he can not only say he played with a future NBA Hall of Famer,
I worked with John a lot on the pick and roll,
but he can also boast he played for one of the most successful collegiate basketball programs in the country.
I'm very lucky to be part of this, and you know, I just hope they keep going this year.
I learned a couple of other great tidbits from Gino. As you saw in that story, he wore number 11. He was given that jersey because it was cursed. Now he takes full credit for David Stockton and Domas Sabonis' success in a Gonzaga uniform. Also, speaking of Stockton, John mentioned Gino in his book Assisted, but listed him at 5'7". Gino wants everybody to know that he is 5'11", and he is proud of that height. In downtown San Jose, Evan Klosky, KREM 2 Sports.